So you didn't hit all your goals in 2021. Well, guess what? Here's a new beginning. Welcome to 2022. And because we are in 2022, I want us to reflect back on those years, because some of us may feel like, you know, that we had certain goals that we wanted to achieve, but we didn't achieve those goals, and, you know, we felt some kind of way. I know at certain times, you know, I felt discouraged because I didn't reach some of my goals. A lot of goals I did reach, but then, you know, it's okay if you didn't hit all your goals, but let's talk more about it. You ready? What's up, everybody? It's your girl AP, and on my channel I want to encourage you on today. Remember to hit the like button, to also subscribe, and if you are not already following me on my Instagram, you want to do that. I love to show some behind the scenes of my life. So in this video, I want to talk about, although we didn't hit all of our goals in 2021, we can still reach our goals in 2022 and beyond. Don't get discouraged. I know for me in 2021, it was like a roller coaster. There were a lot of different emotions that I was processing because of 2020. And so, you know, at times I felt like, you know, is it me? Am I not doing something right? Like, you know, not even comparing my life to someone else's, because I didn't have the time to do that. But just looking inside of me, you know, I felt really exhausted in 2021. And I don't know about you, but I felt like I was trying to hold myself together so much in 2020 that by 2021, I was just able, like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I want to admit that I am tired. And if you're like me, it's okay to admit that you're tired and that you need a breather and that you need time to yourself, or whatever the case is. But I know that was me in 2021. I'm so glad that we're in a new year. Like, you guys, this year is rocking out. But if you didn't hit all your goals in 2021, you are not alone. Don't ever feel like you're a failure and that you're not, you know, up to par, you know, keeping up with anybody, because we don't keep up with anybody. Remember that. That's one of the goals. We do not keep up with anybody, but you have a second chance, and you will always have another chance to complete whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life. So stay focused and stay encouraged. 2021 for me was a process of learning. I don't know how it was for you, but I wasn't on point with everything. I was literally trying to catch my breath. Did you ever feel like that in these last 2 years especially? You're just trying to catch your breath and figure out what's going on in your life, what's going on in the world. Like, I make a vision board every year, and actually in 2020 I was able to complete a lot of those goals. 2021 I did complete some goals that were on my vision board, and I have a vision board for 2020 that I am working toward also to complete those goals. But even in the midst of completing goals, you know, you can look back and think like, did I waste time? Because sometimes, you know, time is going fast and it's going like warp speed. And I don't ever want you to feel as if you're missing out on something. Like, is it FOMO, the fear of missing out? Because you are not missing out. I am not missing out on anything. We are where we're supposed to be, and just always strive to be a better you. Always strive to meet whatever goals that, you know, you didn't get to meet in those previous years. You have a new chance, you have a new day. So we're gonna focus on that and not like have regrets, not looking back as to what we didn't do in those previous years, because we're in a new year, right? All right. Some people want to experience new friendships, new relationships, new different things in their life, new experiences, and you know, it's okay that you might have had like people that you've outgrown. Sometimes you just do that. You know, people are in your life for a season, a reason, and a lifetime. And it's okay if you have outgrown certain situations, certain jobs, certain people. Doesn't mean that you don't like them anymore. You're just going in a different direction than what they're going, and that's okay. Growth is something that we need, you know, in order to achieve. Always be constantly growing, constantly learning. You know, never be that person that just thinks that they know everything, because you don't. There's always something that you can learn. Never try to be the smartest person in the room, because then you can't learn from anybody else. For me, I I love dreaming. I am a daydreamer and I love creating goals. So the goals that I put on my vision board, even if I didn't meet them, because I have different sections in my vision board, and one of the sections is like long term, and ultimately I want to work with Kevin Hart. And of course that didn't happen in 2020, it didn't happen in 2021, but I'm going to continuously put it on my vision board because I want it to come to pass one day. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, even if it's like short term or long term, keep at it and just don't give up. If you didn't complete that goal in 2021, do not become dismayed. You can still work toward whatever it is, whatever your goal is, and just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, because that's all we have. When you're thinking about your goals, I want you to dream big. Dream so big that your dreams scare you. Have that type of faith that you're just like, I believe it is happening before it is even tangible in my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, just have that super crazy faith, because what Mike Todd says, Pastor Mike Todd says, it's only crazy until it happens. So have the faith that whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish will come to pass. But guess what? You have to do your part too. Things don't just fall out of the sky. Dreams and goals being met, they don't just fall out of the sky. You do have to work toward whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And I do believe that hard work pays off. So whatever it is you're trying to achieve, I want you to stay focused on your goal. Each day, think about it, wake up, get excited about your goals, get excited about whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, and say, this is the day that is going to happen. You know, just believe that it's going to happen that day. Just like with money, call forth money. Say, money is in my bank account. My bank account, like, money just surprisingly is deposited into my account. You know, that has happened to me before. I called for money and I said, money come to me. And when I woke up, I had a notification in my email that someone had purchased something off of my Etsy, and I had money come to me. So I want you to call forth money, even if it's your health. I want you to call forth, say, we always speak positive, right? We want things to manifest into our life, no matter how big, no matter how small. If you want health, claim health. Just wake up. I am healthy. I am strong. I am vibrant. I have energy. I can do all things, because words have power. You have to speak positivity over your life, even if you don't feel like it at that particular moment. You are healthy. You are strong. You are rich. You can do anything that you put your mind to. So whatever those goals were that you were trying to reach in the past years, you're going to reach them. Just be focused and just don't give up, because things don't happen overnight. And I think that's where people get discouraged, because they want this instant, microwavable like thing to happen, and things don't happen like that. Some things do take time, but they can happen eventually. That is why I don't want you to give up, because guess what? You could be almost at the finish line and you don't know it, and then you give up and you almost reach that goal. So let's not give up on our dreams and our goals and our ambitions. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, I believe that you can do it. I know it's very easy to feel deflated, to feel defeated when we don't meet our goals. Have you ever felt like that? I know I have felt like that, because I'm always dreaming. I'm always trying to do things. And you know, one good thing about reading a lot of different autobiographies from famous people is that they tell their story of how this thing didn't just happen overnight. They were kicked down several different times, you know, before they made it big. And, you know, they want to encourage you that it can happen for you too. So I am here to also encourage you that it can happen. Yes, you may get kicked down. Yes, you may feel defeated, but that doesn't mean you're a loser at all. It just means that you're gonna learn a different way to achieve whatever it is you're trying to achieve. You know, pray that doors be open unto you, whatever it is that you're trying to get to. I do pray that people come into your life that's gonna take you to the next level. But first, let's talk about why you may feel defeated, because I know I've been there, and so I want to share with you some reasons why. When you made your goal, did you give yourself a realistic timeline? I know that, you know, sometimes we can be like, I want this in the next 2 weeks. And sometimes that can happen and sometimes it can't. Be realistic regarding your goal. Like for me, I want to become a millionaire. I am claiming millionaire status. Of course, you want to stay tuned and follow this journey because I'm believing that I will be a millionaire one day. But guess what? It's not gonna happen tomorrow. I already know what my bank account looks like, and I don't play the lotto, so I know it's not gonna happen overnight, but it can happen over time. The time frame, I don't know that, but I know that's a long-term goal. So be realistic with your timeline, whatever goal you're trying to reach, if that's possible. Does your goal require help from other people? I know we live in a world where we want to do it all by ourselves. And sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you need a team. Sometimes you need the encouragement and the uplifting of other people. You know, it's other people that can help to open those doors to take your life to the next level. So don't be so stuck on, well, I'm gonna do this and I can only do this and I don't need any help, because, you know, the truth be told, we all need help. Are you truly dedicated to whatever goal it is that you're trying to reach? Do you wake up with that mindset like, today's gonna be the day I'm gonna achieve my goal, whatever it is, I'm gonna take, you know, I'm gonna take some steps to reaching my goal on today? Or do you just let it, you know, fall by the wayside and say, whatever comes will come, you know, whatever may happen will happen? No, you have to be active regarding whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Are you easily distracted? I know, because I'm a dreamer, my mind sometimes is like scatterbrain, and I could think something and then I get distracted and think something else real quick. So for me, it's really good to write things down. Like when I get a vision regarding something that I need to do or something I want to say, I try to write it down. But the thing is, I got to make sure I don't put it on a sticky note, because I'll have sticky notes all around the house. But like I have it, like even in this like notebook, I try to keep everything together so that I can stay focused on whatever it is, you know, laser focused, and I don't forget, because you have to write down whatever goals you're trying to achieve. You know, write it down and make it plain, because that way you can see it and you can believe in it every single day and have the faith that it will come to pass. Did you pray about your goal? Sometimes we just step on out there and it is not something that we should be doing. Sometimes people get caught up in like doing stuff that other people are doing because it looks good, or you know, they're achieving success. So maybe if I did it that way, if I do that, then I can achieve the same success that they're doing. No, if that is not your calling and you don't have the gift for that, then you're wasting your time, because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses or somebody else, and that is not your purpose. So don't get so caught up on, especially on social media, when you're scrolling and saying, wow, look at their life, you know, look what they're doing. Maybe if I did it that way, you know, I could be achieving this. No, do it the way that God told you to do it. Do what God told you to do, and you'll have much success. I think a lot of times we fail because we're doing what we want to do. And it's not necessarily about what we want to do. It's about His will for our lives. And if you don't get so caught up in what everybody else is doing, but rather what it is that you're supposed to be doing, I think much success will come to you. So always pray about whatever goals, you know, you have that you're trying to achieve, because He'll give you direction. He can open up doors. He knows everybody in the universe, and He can introduce you to the right people. So stay focused. Don't get distracted. Don't put stuff on sticky notes like me. Put them in a notebook somewhere that you can, you know, refer back to it, and you'll always have it. But the key is to do what it is that you have been put on this earth to do, not what somebody else is doing. Sometimes we put goals out there that are attached to a dollar amount. And you have to be wise with that, because some goals, you know, if you put a dollar amount to something and you don't have that dollar amount at that current time, you may get discouraged, because say if you want to open a business and the business needs, a couple of $100,000, and you're looking at your bank account and you're like, no, I only have a couple of $100 as opposed to thousands of dollars. And you know, that can get very discouraging, and that may even cause you to like step out there on your own and say, well, I'm gonna go to the bank and I'm gonna get this loan and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and you're not being directed by God. So you have to determine, you know, your financial situation. And I'm not saying like don't take out a loan for your goals, because you know, sometimes, especially if you're doing God's will, it'll take off. You'll be able to pay off that loan, because remember, we don't do debt. And so when you're writing out your goals, to figure out if any of your goals come with a dollar amount, and if it does, how are you going to pay for that, you know, goal to be achieved. When you're setting your goals, don't get discouraged by people who are not celebrating you, because everybody is not going to be happy for you. Some people just truly do not want you to succeed, and it's unfortunate that people are like that, but that's just the way of the world. And as long as you have a circle of friends that support you and lift you up, don't get distracted by people who want to like literally say many things like you're not going to achieve your goals, or you're not going to accomplish anything, because they're haters. And you need to recognize who are the haters in your life, and like not tell them your dreams, not tell them your goals, just let them see you, you know. And I'm all for posting, not in a boastful way, but posting the blessings of God upon your life, you know, because it may encourage someone. Those who get distracted by it and they're haters, you know, regarding your post, you know, eventually they will dwindle off. But hopefully your post will encourage someone, that they can see that if God is doing it for you, then he can do it for them as well. So don't get distracted, don't get discouraged, you know, ignore the naysayers, don't share your dreams and your hopes with everyone. Pick a certain crowd, certain group that you want to share everything with, so that you don't get discouraged, because it's very easy to get discouraged. Never allow anyone to crush your dreams. Stay laser focused on whatever it is that you're trying to do. And remember, things take time, things take money, things take a lot of faith and a lot of prayer. A lot of things don't happen overnight. You know, as you're watching even, you know, my life through the screen, things are, I mean, of course I wish I could just blink my eyes and magically things happen, but yes, things take time. I'm going to be doing a video on my 1K success, and that has taken 2 years. You know, a lot of YouTubers, they hit that 1,000 subscriber at like, you know, early on, 6 months on. That's not my testimony, but I still have a testimony. And guess what? You still have a testimony too. And I want to hear your testimony. So remember, you know, I would love to hear, you know, how things are working out in your life, you know, in the comment section below. You know, tell me something encouraging that can encourage me as well as I encourage you. So as we progress into 2022, I want to say to you to always have a mind that things are going to work out for your good. You are not a loser, you are a winner. Remember, we're speaking positivity over our life. Give yourself more time, come up with a realistic timeline for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Never give up. I know you may feel discouraged at times and you may feel weary. Trust me, I am raising my hand. I have been there, but you cannot give up. Never stop praying and never stop having faith regarding whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. I see on social media where people feel like they have imposter syndrome at times, but as long as you are living your truth, it doesn't matter how it's coming out. You know, you're being open, you're being transparent, you're being honest. You know, you're trying to be the best version of you. So just always walk in integrity. And I just believe things will happen unto you that you will blow your mind. And you're like, wow, AP told me this and I told you it's going to work out. I'm so excited for you. Make sure you're always following the direction of God. He will be your compass. I know it's easy, you know, to be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it my way. You know, been there, done that as well. And when I do it my way, it doesn't work out. So always allow God to direct your path, and he will do so. You know, that goes back into praying, and he'll give you, you know, ideas. He'll give you the ways to do certain things. He'll open up your mind to understanding things that you were like, oh, that was difficult. I never thought about it this way, but for some reason I think about it this way, and this is gonna work out. And you know, things are going to happen for you that have never happened before. You just cannot give up. You can't dwell on what didn't happen in the past, because we're going forward, okay? We're not looking in the past, we're going forward. Lastly, remember to trust God with your future. And I know it can be hard to do that. Sometimes you feel like you can't hear him and he's silent, but he's ever present and he's always listening and he has your back. You know, it could be, it's, you know, him relating to you in a way that, like me speaking to you through this video. You could be driving down the street and you can see a billboard. You can be on social media and see a post. You know, that could be all God speaking to you. I want to encourage you in this video that although you didn't hit all of your goals in 2020 or 2021, you can begin to hit your goals in 2022. Remember, if you haven't written down or created a vision board, I want to encourage you to do that as well. It is not too late. It is May. You can still rock out so many goals, but you have to be focused. You have to write them down so that you can see them. Put them on your phone as a screensaver or anything like that, so you can always see your goals that you're trying to achieve and watch one by one. I'm promising you, one by one, you're going to be able to check those off. Now, I'm not giving you a timeline because I'm not all knowing. I don't know when things are going to happen in your life, but I know that they can happen, because I know they've happened for me. Well, I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, like seriously, what are you waiting on? Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell too so you can get the notifications every time I post a video. And I hope that you are having a blessed May. And until the next video, you take care and you stay blessed.